Hello and welcome. It's BioLies, and yeah, you probably can. If you're familiar with Moorhuhn in any shape or form, you're probably like, So, believe it or not, I got a request to look at the Moorhuhn series. Even though I was going to look at the Moorhuhn series at some point, and I thought to myself, when I got this request, I thought to myself, when I look at the Moorhuhn series, I'm planning to look at a lot of Moorhuhn games, but I do kind of feel like sometimes that when I look at a big series and do lots of games, some people probably get a bit tired of it, so I thought, hey, why don't I follow what got requested and just look at the Switch games. So the request comes from KungSour, and he basically asked me to have a look at. Obviously, I did mention in the past I was going to look at the Moorhuhn series at some point, but they basically said, "Why don't you have a look at some of the Switch ones?" Because obviously they're currently porting all of their old games onto the Switch for a quick buck. And originally I was just going to pick a couple, but I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to scrap the entire Moorhuhn video idea, and we'll just look at the Switch games. We'll look at every single Switch game that is currently available. Every single one. Obviously I'm going to be playing this via the Ryujinx emulator. Tested some of them and they seem to work fine, so it should be absolutely fine. And starting off, why not start off with, I guess, what is the original? The original Crazy Chicken. Moorhuhn Remake. So basically, like I think it's originally a series that comes from like Germany or something. I don't look up to see where the Moorhuhn originates from, because I don't really care. All I want to do is point my finger at this and laugh. That's all I want to do. So yeah, we're going to be starting off this with looking at the Moorhuhn Remake. And in case you're wondering, we're going to be because it'll be a lot of videos if I do all of the Switch games, because there is a lot of Switch games. You saw the list just then, right? that KungSour listed. So we're going to be putting certain types of games all into one video. For example, I'm going to be looking at 4 gallery shooters for Moorhuhn, all in this one video, right? 4 of them, starting off, like I said, with Moorhuhn Remake. So yeah, this was developed by Young Fun Studio, and it was published by Higgs Games, and released in June 2018 for the Nintendo Switch. I don't think it was the very first Switch Moorhuhn game. I think the Knights and Castles was the first one, which came out, I think, a year prior? No, it came out in January of the same year, Knights and Castles, which we are going to be having a look at in another video, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, let's dive into this and just hope for the best, right? I've already tested this, so I kind of know what to expect walking in. So we have 3 modes that we can pick from: single player, one-on-one duel, and multiplayer. So single player is 90 seconds to hunt as many chickens and collect as many points as possible. Fantastic. Basically, you have one level. That's what the game tells you straight off from the get-go. You have one level to play on. That's it. I wonder how much this game is on the Switch eShop. I dread to think. And then you have the one-on-one duel, where you can verse your friend, I guess. And then the multiplayer one, which is basically just the same as one-on-one duel, but now you have up to 4 people. Fantastic. So we're going to do single player. So we have press A or tap the touchscreen to start. Obviously I'm playing this with an Xbox One controller. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Fantastic, isn't it? Welcome to the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the whole game. This is the whole game. By the way. And yes, believe it or not, the cursor does move this slow. To see the aiming reticle, I'm controlling this with a obviously with the joystick, and this is how slow it moves. But surprisingly, I think it's only this game. Now, don't get me wrong, I did test a few of them. One of the other ones I tested was Moorhuhn Wanted, which is what we're going to be looking at after this. And the aiming reticle moves much quicker there. But then again, I understand why it moves quicker there. Here, it's kind of pointless. There's no enemy, there's no damage, there's nothing. Right? You just shoot. This is the entire game, by the way. You get minus 10 points for reloading before you're meant to reload. But welcome, this is the entire game, by the way. The entire game. There's no change. Oh, I was hoping to get about 700, but we got 694. And there you go. That's the game. You think I'm joking? That is the entire game. That is the entire game. It is a gallery shooter on the Switch with one level. One level. That's all it has is one level. Isn't that fantastic? Aren't you happy? So yeah, you can kind of guess just from that what we're kind of walking into here. Yeah. So I'm not going to play anymore because it's again, all you're doing is playing this one level. Again, there might be more levels, but like it's not giving you an option. Like you have play again and you have main menu. We go main menu, back to the title screen. Hall of Fame. We have nothing. Options, tutorial, FAQ. Press on play and look, we're back to the select the game mode again. So I imagine there's only one level in this game. Just the one level. That is insane. Yeah, I understand. Like back when this originally came out, I think it was like quite like really early 2000s that this originally came out. But to think that you'd remake it and not add like new levels or anything like that, just as it is, and say yeah, and then again, I dread to think how much it is. I dread to think how much it is on the Switch eShop. This game is also available on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, in case you're really interested in getting it on those systems. Anyway, I'm gonna stop playing Moorhuhn Remake. This is not the end of the video though. We're gonna now move on to the next game. We're gonna look at Moorhuhn Wanted. Yeah, exciting. Oh look, we have actual animation on the title screen for this one. So yeah, this is the next game, Moorhuhn Wanted, and believe it or not, it's more of the same. It's another shooting gallery. There is a slightly different mechanics, but there is again, it's nothing special. It is quite literally nothing special. And you could argue, right? Oh, it's for a certain type of people. It really isn't. There's much better. Time Crisis is my. You want a good light gun game? Because technically, this is a light gun game of some kind, right? It's a shooter light gun kind of thing. Time Crisis. Oh, the amount of hours I put into Time Crisis 3 on the PlayStation 2 with the blue gun con. Oh. So there's no excuse. I'm sorry, there isn't any excuse. It's just lazy and poor. Pathetic, even. Like, it's not even funny. If they added, like, funny little gags or something, I don't know. I think it'd be a bit more enjoyable, but I don't feel like they're smart enough to do something like that. The gimmick here is that Crazy Chicken's in the West, and we're gonna play title screen music that kinda sounds like Enrico it was his name, Enrico Monarque or whatever, who did the Fistful of Dollars, Good Bad and the Ugly soundtrack. Yeah, because that's probably what the inspiration they're using. So yeah, the game is developed by the same people as the previous, so it's developed by Young Fung Studio, published by Higgs Games, and this one came out quite literally. Keep in mind that Moorhuhn Remake came out in June 2018. This game came out in September 2018, so it literally came out just a couple of months after the remake. Like, I don't understand it. Like, if they did like a bundle that had like 10 of these games in one thing for like a tenner. I don't think I could fault that, really. But the fact that they're releasing these games individually, and then charging who knows what, is what grinds my gears. So I'm gonna click play this time around. Okay, so we have this game has 3 levels. Well, it's 2 levels more than the first game. That's one positive. But we can't play. We can only play the very first level. That's the only level I am going to play. So here we are. So as you can see, the reticle moves a little bit quicker, which is a good thing because you'll have chickens aiming to shoot at you in this one. Like this one. Boom. He would have shot at me if I didn't get him. Don't shoot the mole. The mole's a friend. But there you go. This is it. No music, just ambience. All you get is just ambience. But because the reticle moves quicker, reloads quicker, I'm not going to fault. The controls have improved in comparison to the previous game. We have better controls. There isn't really saying much. There we go, we got more points this time than the previous time. But unfortunately we were not good enough to enter the canyon. So it is what it is. The game is quite literally, in case you're wondering, there is touchscreen controls in this game. So if you do have it on an actual Switch, simply tapping the screen will basically shoot the chicken. So you'll do better playing on actual hardware than through emulation for this game. But it is what it is. I am fussed. I don't know, maybe 1,000 points unlocks the next level? I don't know. And I don't really care. But there you go. I'm not going to play the same level again. It's exactly the same thing. I do like that they added the enemies to shoot you every now and then. Try to shoot you. At least it adds a little bit of challenge to the game. It's minuscule, but it adds it. And I'm trying to look at a little bit of positives here. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best here to get the positives. So yeah. So is it better than Moorhuhn Remake? Hell yeah, sure it is. But is it a good light gun or a good shooting gallery shooter game? Hell no, it's not. Right. So that's it for Moorhuhn Wanted. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Okay. So this is the third game. What? Oh. It's just music. Okay. Oh my word, that's weird. Okay, sorry, that is really weird. I want that off. Right. You can quiet right now. Quiet that right down right now. Song. Right, so the third game we're going to be looking at is Moorhuhn X, or also known as Moorhuhn X, Crazy Chicken X, whatever you want, right? Another one that I believe the title cards didn't really come up for this one, but I assume it's the same people again. It's probably obviously Higgs Games is credited on GameFAQs, but I imagine it is also Young Fung Studio again. So can't see it being anybody else personally. But yeah, this looks a little bit more interactive, I guess. I think this is the one that people generally know the most, because this game came out on so many systems. Oh, obviously PC, but most of the Moorhuhn games come out on PC, but also PlayStation, PlayStation 2, So, something, and obviously Nintendo Switch as well. The Nintendo Switch version came out, and it came out in August 2022. Yes, so this is not that old for the Switch, at least. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, there's mini games in this one. That's interesting. You can even look at the credits to guarantee the. So licensed by Atronic Software, published by Higgs Games. Oh, okay, so there you go. It's actually developed by Geek Pit, which are the same developers as the Moorhuhn Kart PC game, I believe. Okay, there you go. Now you know. Options. Yeah, we already been in options. What are the mini games that we got? Like Memory Chicken, Quick Chicken, Snail Trainer, and Photo Chicken. All right, well, we'll have a go at the mini games because it's obviously more content. Oh, okay. Interesting. This game is not playable on the emulator. That's interesting. So in case you're wondering, as you can see, the mouse is on the screen, and the mouse is nowhere near where the reticle is. So there you go. So we can't actually play this one very well, but it's the same thing again. It's the same concept. I like the whole entire dude under the beehive. I'd assume if you shoot the beehive, it would fall on top of him. You got a dude trying to drive a car over here. Obviously, it's not because the car's buggered, but yeah, this is just unplayable. So you got no chance here. We'll let the timer run out, but yeah, you can see it's the same concept. But, you know, I'd hope that there's more levels, personally. Yeah, I'd hope there's more levels in this, personally. But it kind of sucks. So basically, this game, you simply, even though you can use the controller to navigate the menu, you can't actually use the analog sticks to aim. Kind of annoying. Okay, that's fine. But it seems to be, like, again, if this is the only level you have in the game, I'd like to think there's more, but it doesn't have a level select when you click play. It just throws you straight into the game, which is, to me, a red flag, at least to me. So, potentially speaking, this could be exactly the same as Moorhuhn Remake and just be one scrolling level that you can go across, which is just low effort. I'm sorry. It really is. Even if you throw in these mini games, I can't imagine them be very good. Try to remember all the chickens. Yeah, there's one there. Shoot the chickens in the correct order. Alright, well, you got no chance of me doing that. Because, again, I can't aim anything with this one. Get ready. Oh. This. Okay, another one. So there is a second level, technically speaking, where you do these little mini games. Oh, here's another one, but this looks like... What is this? Do we shoot the snail across to the apple? Okay, maybe. Again, I don't think I can really play any of these, but we can see what they are. This music. I think it sounds so dramatic. Funny. Oh. Okay, so you just shoot them in time. Get stuff. Maybe. If we can try and shoot them. No, they don't seem to be. They just keep minusing points, so I don't really get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Alright, so unfortunately I can't really play Moorhuhn X, Crazy Chicken X via the Switch emulator. It doesn't seem to work that way. I probably can if... well, I probably can if I set up the touch controls for the Switch emulator. Maybe we can do that. I'll have a look into that, actually. for the final game. So I'm going to stop here, and we got one more game to look at. So let's move on to that game, or maybe have a little in-between play around with the Ryujinx Switch controls. See if we can get the touchscreen controls activated. So. Oh my word, this one has an intro. Proudly presents. Oh, that's what the audacity. I actually am offended by that. I am offended. Right, so this is the final Crazy Chicken shooting gallery game that is currently available on the Switch. Probably that'll be incorrect probably in a couple of months when they release some more. But this is Moorhuhn Pirates, Crazy Chicken Pirates. I believe another one that's got we've got credits, so we can see who developed this one as well. Another one that's published by Higgs Games, proudly presents apparently. Well, let's see who the developer is. And this one came out in December 2022, so this is very recent. Very, very recent, so... It'll be the same thing again, innit? Yeah, Geek Pit. Knew it! I just knew it would be Geek Pit again. So, alright. Okay. Alrighty then. I've enabled direct mouse input in this one, so I think that simulates the mouse as if you click on the screen, on screen on the emulator, it simulates a press on the Switch screen, I think, but we'll see. So this one surprisingly has a Metacritic score. I don't understand. 54 apparently. How? What do you mean 54? Right, same thing. I like how the motion controls are activated. Like, yeah, you're never gonna get that. All right then. So here we are. Yeah, of course. In case you're wondering, Moorhuhn Pirates is another PC game. So, right. So that's. I don't see it. Okay, so the reticle is over there, but again doesn't seem to be doing anything. Alright, give me a second, I'm gonna try experimenting again. Okay, I couldn't figure it out. So apparently the mouse, like direct mouse thing on Ryujinx is absolutely fucking terrible. Apparently, from what I read online. And you need to use some other alternate software alongside it to get it to work as intended. And I'm like, yeah, no, there's no game really that I care enough about to do that for. So, sorry, Moorhuhn Pirates. I guess not. We're gonna have to do basically the same thing as we did before. That. Come on, boy. Shoot him in the head. Oh, we can shoot the sandcastle. Yeah, we can shoot the sandcastle. Well, can we shoot the sun? Yeah, it's the same thing again, really. Oh. Yeah, there's a little bit of interactivity here and there, but again, it's the same thing. We can shoot the shark even, look at that. Exciting stuff, eh? Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? Moorhuhn Pirates. So exciting. There we go. There it is. So yeah, interesting how basically the previous developer, that being Young Fun Studios, was actually better because they enabled the ability to use your analog stick on your controller if you so choose. Whereas these new developers, what are they called? Geek Kit, or whatever they are. decide, no, we're not going to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to disable that altogether and have it so that you have to use the touchscreens, the touchscreen controls. Grand. Absolutely grand, that. I imagine, obviously, the motion controls work as well, so you have it in docked mode, but still, whatever, I guess. Well, there you go. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. So that was the Moorhuhn shooting gallery games for the Switch. Not really great, if I'm honest. Best one was probably Moorhuhn Wanted, but that really wasn't saying much. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to call it there. Remember, we got three more videos based around Moorhuhn that we're going to be coming out in the future. So look forward to it. Hey, it's better than having like originally I was going to have like 20 to 30 videos on Moorhuhn because of how many games there are. So count your stars. 4 videos? That's lucky. That's lucky, right? All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.